Hey guys, welcome back to another movie review on my channel. And today I'm here reviewing My Babysitter's a Vampire. It's more like a Disney Channel-like movie, a Disney Channel-like film. It came out in 2010. I believe. This movie takes place in Whitechapel, and Whitechapel. That's where vampires live at. And so without further ado, let's discuss about the plot of the movie. Without going further away into it. So the movie begins where we see even his friend Benny are hanging out in the kitchen while his sister Jane is watching a Twilight-like movie. She's watching a Dusk-like movie. And she hears some noises outside, and then she goes outside to see this boy, hitting the ball with the hockey stick on the garage door, and Jane tells the bully to stop, but the bully continues, throws her rabbit toy on the ground, and then someone appears and takes him away. Then the boy's shoes fall down on the ground, and Jane screams in fear. Then her mom and dad show up right back home, and then Ethan and his friend Benny arrive outside. And then the next day in school, everyone's like watching the Dusk movie. Everyone's watching the Dusk movie. And that's true that Sarah and Erica used to be best friends together, that they used to hang out a lot. But ever since she started dating this guy named Jesse stopped hanging out with the guy. Jesse stopped being friends with Erica. And not Ethan and Benny are hanging out with their friend Rory. They're grabbing the lunch, and then Ethan bumps into Sarah, and she gets mad at him. She gets mad at him for messing up her shirt. Now Sarah hangs up with Erica again, like they always do as best friends. And now Benny gets Erica to be Ethan's babysitter for tonight. And then when they leave school, to see that Sarah's arguing with her boyfriend named Jesse. And then Sarah leaves, and then their bullies. Then their bullies arrive and they scare them away, and then later during the night at school, later during the night at home, so even his sister Jane hang out back home, while his mom and dad head out. His mom and dad head out for tonight, and so Ethan heads to his room alone, and he's talking to his friend Benny on the computer. Then meanwhile in the woods, we see Sarah hang out with Erica again, and Sarah apologizes to Erica for not being a best friend, for not hanging out with her best friend a lot. And Erica asks her if she wants to help her organize with the Dusk movie. Of course, Sarah refuses, and then before she leaves, Guess who shows up? Jesse appears again. Oh, Jesse appears again. Along with his friends from school, then Erica and her friends leave. While Sarah and Jesse are having a fight, and then Jesse turns Sarah into a fledgling vampire. Then she lands on Ethan's roof, and then Sarah enters. Then Sarah comes inside, and Ethan is surprised to see Sarah as the babysitter instead of Sarah. It's instead of Sarah. Instead of Erica. So Ethan is hanging out with his friend Sarah, who's the babysitter, instead of Erica. That's right. And then his friend Benny arrives. Then Sarah heads to the bathroom, and then when Ethan heads there, he notices that Sarah isn't in the mirror reflection. Ethan realizes that Sarah is a vampire. And he tries to tell let's tell Benny about it. Benny about it. Of course, Benny doesn't believe him. So then, when Sarah leaves, even his friend Benny head out for tonight to look for Sarah. Then in a parking lot nearby, they see Sarah eating a dog bone, drinking human blood, and they realize that she is a vampire. Then when they run away, Sarah explains to them that she is that she used to be human until she got bitten by her boyfriend named Jesse, who turned her into a fledgling vampire. Into a fledgling vampire. Then they head back home with Benny's grandma arriving. Then Sarah warns them not to invite a vampire in their house. Not to invite a vampire in their house. And then when Sarah leaves, the pizza delivery guy comes inside and gives them their pizza. And then it's revealed that the pizza delivery guy is a vampire, and that he's one of Jesse's henchmen. Then Sarah arrives and begins attacking the pizza delivery guy while Ethan and his friend Benny head upstairs to the room with Jade. When Benny's grandma is sleeping. Grandma is sleeping. And then one of the friend of the pizza delivery guy, they call Ethan's mom and dad to tell them that Ethan's mom and dad tells them that they will be home later. And then they head outside where they eventually kill the pizza delivery guy. Then when they head back inside the house, Sarah tells them that the pizza delivery guy isn't dead, and that it's just in for a nest of souls. And then Sarah warns them to stay inside the house, and then Sarah leaves. Then meanwhile, back in the party, meanwhile at the party, taking place, it's probably taking place like at Rory's house, I believe. Then even his friend Benny called Rory, trying to tell him what's going on, but of course Rory ends the phone call. So even his friend Benny show up at the party with Sarah. And Sarah warns them to stay inside the car. And when Sarah heads into the car, even his friend Benny sneak out of the car and they start hanging out outside. Then now in the party, Sarah meets up with Erica and tries to tell her that she is a fledgling vampire. But of course her friend Erica doesn't believe her. She thinks she's acting like something from the Dust movie. And before she proves that she's a vampire, Jesse arrives. Jesse arrives and announces his biggest plan yet. He is going to turn everyone into the party into real-life vampires, including Erica. And so back outside, so even his friend Benny meet up with their friend Rory. They're now in the party to see that Jesse now has turned everyone into real life vampires. And now before the boys leave, the vampires block their way. They prepare to drink their blood for dinner tonight. So they try to get Sarah to bite her to turn Rory into a vampire. And I also forgot to mention, halfway in the movie, while Sarah showed up in Ethan's house, Ethan has been having these visions of the grave of 219 vampires, which basically Jesse's 219 army of vampires. And then before Sarah bites Rory, Ethan has another vision of the courthouse. He has another vision of the courthouse. It's a real life vampire. And then it's like a real life vampire. Now Erica turns Rory into a vampire as well. So even his friend Benny and their friend Sarah leave the party and then head to the car and then they head back home. Now back home, Ethan is confronted by his mother for destroying his room. And then he heads to bed. And then the next day at school, even his friend Benny arrive at school, not only to discover that Rory has been turned into a real-life vampire. Now, Rory and the vampires head out to church. Now at church, Benny grabs holy water and then they head outside. Then he heads outside with Ethan and Sarah to discover that the vampires at the graveyard unburied something. It's a cupidly animus known as the Nest of Souls. Which Ethan realized in his vision. And now at home, Ethan begins researching about vampires. Where his mom arrives. And he asks his mom about visions, and she says that she doesn't really get them a lot. And then now Sarah arrives and then she has the book about Reverend Horace Black and about Whitechapel. And then while Sarah begins reading the book, Ethan begins having a vision about Reverend Horace Black's backstory. That he used to be a cult leader from over 300 years ago. Then Ethan realizes that Reverend Horace Black is Jesse, the guy from the school. And so they ask Rory to help them stop Jesse and his vampires, and he agrees. And then he goes to the library to find that all of Jesse's books are there. Books are there. So even his friend Benny realized that the Dolls movie is going to be tonight at the movie theaters. That they're going to be collecting over 200 souls at the Dolls movie. So even his friends are preparing to fight the vampires with their weapons. Oh, that's right. And so Benny's grandma explains to them that Ethan is a seer because he has visions, and that Benny's a spellmaster, and that Sarah's a fledgling vampire. Is a fledgling vampire. It just tells them that evil Hey. And she tells them that evil is always at its advantage. And then now they're leaving and then they head to the movie theaters, but everyone heads to the movie theaters. Everyone heads to the movie theaters, and now even his friend Benny, even his friends that start attacking the vampires. Now Jesse leaves the movie theater. They leave the movie theater, and even his friend Benny, even his friends that use lightsabers to start attacking the vampires. Like what they did at the vampire party. That's right, like what they did at the party. Yeah. So after they fight the vampires, even and his friends they head outside, to head back home. Now, Ethan has a vision where he realizes where the tree is. It's at Ethan's backyard, and then when Ethan arrives home, Jesse, aka Reverend Horace Black, arrives. He begins attacking Ethan. And then his friends Benny and Sarah arrive and stop him. And then now his sister Jane and his grandmother start using a spell to stop Jesse. Now Ethan unleashes the souls from the Cupidly enemies and start attacking Jesse. Then Jesse dies. Now Ethan's parents arrive back home, and then Sarah. And now Sarah hangs up with Ethan's parents. I don't know, with Ethan's parents. And now the next day at school, even his friends arrive at school to discover that school has returned back to normal. Now Rory and Sarah and Erica arrive to reveal that they're both living peacefully as vampires. And so even his friends head into school, and so that's it. That's how the movie ends. That's the plot of the movie. So now let's get to the movie review. So I personally really liked this movie. I thought this was a pretty good movie. I'm not gonna lie. This movie was from like Disney Plus. This was like a Disney Channel. This took place in Whitechapel. And so honestly, I really like all the characters in the movie. My favorite one has to be like their friend Rory. Like their goofy best friend. Like their best friend Rory. Like their friend Rory. Rory's a really funny guy. I really like Erica as well. Erica too. Now, I even also like the story of the movie, and I even also like the backstory of the movie about the story of Whitechapel, and that Jesse, aka Reverend Horace Black, was a great main antagonist in the movie, and I like his backstory in the movie, and I even also like all the vampires in the movie. All the vampires looked really cool. That's right. It looks really cool and amazing. I also like the song in the movie, The Girl Next Door from K. Todd. The Girl Next Door was a really cool song. It was a really amazing song, and I really like that. I really like that music. I even also like the soundtrack in the movie. The soundtrack in the movie was really nice. I even also like the special effects in the movie. The special effects looked really cool. I thought the visuals in the movie looked really nice. I thought the editing in the movie looked really amazing. Looked really amazing. Looked really amazing. Looked really amazing, and also like the direction in the movie. Also, I thought the direction of the movie looked really cool. I thought the direction of the movie. I thought the background of the movie looked really cool. And so, I even also like the CGI in the movie. The CGI in the movie looked really cool. I even also like the action scenes with the vampires in the movie, with the vampires. I even also like sight into locations in the movie. If I the sight into locations in the movie, that's really cool. That's so amazing. It looked really amazing. And I even also like the structure of the movie. I thought the structure of the movie looked really nice. I thought the pacing in it looked cool. I thought the scenery in it looked really amazing. It looked really amazing. I also thought the final battle of the movie was so like. Also, I also thought the acting in the movie looked really cool. The acting in it looked really, really nice. I love the comedy in the movie. I liked all the funny scenes in the movie. The comedy in it was really nice. The comedy in it looked really cool. It looked really cool. I also like the writing in it. The writing in it was really nice. As well, the script in it looked cool. The script in it looked really amazing. Oh, and also felt the final battle of the movie was so like iconic and so classic. Yes, the final battle of the movie was so nostalgic, where it took place in the movie theaters, where they fought the vampires, and then they fought Jesse in the final battle in the movie, and finally I thought the ending of the movie was so like phenomenal, so creative. So. And so that's my movie review, my Babysitter is a Vampire from 2010. From 2010. So my biggest rating of the movie is that it's gonna be like an S plus. An S plus. It is a really good movie, and then you guys recommend it. I recommend you guys watch this movie. And so well, that's my movie review, my Babysitter is a Vampire from 2010. And don't forget to like and comment and share and subscribe to my channel. So I'll be seeing you guys till next time, and goodbye everyone. See you soon. Enjoy your day.